Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So tonight we're going to be reviewing the One More Chance show that is on Zeus. It airs every Sunday. It is starring Chance, the brother of Real. The rappers, we already know who they are and we already know who Chance is, okay? So basically this show is similar to the Tiffany Pollard Flavor of Love type of a show, all right? And the idea is that a group of women come to the home, Chance's home, and they are all competing for a chance to find love with Chance, okay? So there are a group of different type of women, and we are going to see that each woman has their own, should I say, specialty, and we're going to get into it. So, of course, the show opens up Chance and his brother. They are talking about the death of their brother, Real, and how Chance needs to find love. So they have a group of women coming in. These are all the contestants that are going to compete, all right? And Chance is going to come down the stairs, and they're going to meet Mangina. Mangina is a transgender female. And then we have Roly Poly Snacks. And then we have, I believe, I'm not sure what this one's name is, but we'll find out. And this one back here, her name is Secrets. We will find out. They all have little handle names. We don't really know their real names. They've given them nicknames, okay? So this show is going to be, as we can already tell, ratchet, full of foolery, full of craziness, fighting, ratchetness, sex, just nastiness, okay? So the girls are all coming in the home. They all meeting each other. Immediately, Mangina is getting into it with the heavyset girl, all right? And basically all the members. They don't like her, and we already know why, okay? The big girl is already shaded Mangina. This one's name is Shira. She's like some type of stunt double or whatever. She can do all types of flips and acrobats. This one back here is known for her chin. We'll get into that. So we're basically just seeing that they're already arguing in the home. This is when she comes in and, he's basically sizing them all up. She's got a nice body, but she's pigeon-toed. She walks away. They're all meeting Chance. That's what all this, basically the first episode is about Chance being introduced to all the girls, okay? Roly Poly is talking now. Mangina, that's the transgender name, okay? We're getting ready to get into each person's name and what each person is about, all right? That's basically what the first episode is about, us being introduced to each one of the girls. So as we can tell, Mangina is a transgender, but we can already tell this is just a butch queen dressed in drag. This is not a true transgender woman, because there are transgender women that represent the trans community very well, and they would compete with the best of female models. And this, my dear, is not one of them. But we will get into that and why Zeus is doing this, okay? So now we get into the heavyset lady. She's being called Roly Poly Snacks Meals. This one is being called Special K. I don't know why. This one is being called Yodeler because she can yodel. She yodels. And this one is called Believable because of her chin and her body and all of this. I don't know why this one is being called Games, but that's just her name. And this one is Shira, of course, because she's like an acrobatic type of a girl. She can do spin kicks and all. This one is Cheeks, supposedly because of her behind. This one is Grandmama. We all can see because of her age. This one is Yummy. She told Chance in the beginning that her vagina was yummy. It tastes good. So that's why he named her Yummy. And this one is called Plastica, as we can see, because she has plastic surgery. So Roly Poly Snacks and Mangina get into it right off the bat, and they start fighting, throwing glasses, shit start flying. And Mangina, everybody has ganged up on her in the house, and she has to go sit it out after this fight. Okay. They all basically saying Mangina is the cause of it right here. All of the girls are, talking about how he's a man, his private areas is hanging out of his shorts. And of course, Chance is taking all of this in, and he's actually joining right in with this foolery. They are calling this girl out of her name. But I can see why, because she is not representing the trans community very well at all. She is a boy dressed up in girl clothes with a wig. She does not look like a woman at all. And that is why they cast her in this role, because if they truly wanted a real transgender woman from the transgender community to compete with these women, if this was a real competition, no one would even know that this girl was trans. If they were really trying to cast a real unscripted show that was really a competition. But this is a foolery, debauchery. This is foolishness. This is not a real show that anyone should even be paying attention to. And I will not be giving it any more airtime after tonight because it is foolish. So after they do all that, he goes and he talks to her outside, and he continues to call her a werewolf, that she's, why are you acting, you have your genitalia between your legs. You should not be fighting women. But here it is. She's competing to be with him as a woman. So the fact that he's continuing to call her a man to her face, no transgender female that is really trans would even allow that. So she's playing the game right along with them. That is my take on this, that she is not a transgender female. She is a butch queen with a wig on that might be gay, that might like to go and drag, because there's no way a real transgender woman would allow any of this foolishness, would not be allowed to be called. She would not be allowing anyone to call her man Gina. Okay. So we already know this is just foolery. And it is really sad because that Zeus is out here with this look. You're not only body shaming the heavyset girl by calling her roly poly snacks. I mean, this is beyond ridiculous. I don't even know who came up with this. So now Chance and his brother are in there talking, and they hear another commotion, and it's Grandmama, her and the younger girl, Cheeks, is getting into it because Cheeks was on the piano twerking while Grandmama was trying to play classical music. So her and Chance, they go off in a sidebar and they get to talking. And actually, when I look at them, Grandmama explaining to Chance what was going on and how the young girls don't know nothing, and all they just nasty. They don't appreciate the piano is not made to be twerking on top of it. And she was trying to show them, the better side of things. Him and her, they look like a good couple, because Chance looks like a skinny drunk with braids hanging down his face. It's like a Milli Vanilli reject, some old man that don't even need to be in that house with them young girls. He looks like he belongs right with this old woman. That's really who he should be picking, because she probably got a couple dollars. She seemed like she's from Germany or somewhere, Yugoslavia, whatever accent she has. And she probably got some money. So he's probably looking for a sugar mama. And that looks like that would be the perfect couple, because he's a broke has-been. He ain't got nothing. So the fact that these girls are even trying to compete for love with Chance is just foolishness. Who is he? What is he about? What money does he even have? Who even cares about it? So this channel will not be giving it any airtime. I think the show is incredibly dumb. It has no substantiating content that I would even watch. I wouldn't even watch it to laugh, because really it's so foolish that it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that Zeus, as a up and coming network, would even put something like this on their channel. I mean, they were doing good with the conversations, with Lyrica, Princess, and Ray J, and Masika and Hazel. But now y'all done went to this one more chance. This is ridiculous, and I'm sure your ratings are horrible. I'm sure nobody really even tuned in and watched this because the content is ridiculous. You put this so-called transgender woman on here as like, what were you trying to do? Inclusion? Is that what it was supposed to be? No, you're mocking a transgender female by putting this overly masculine looking person on the screen and calling her transgender. This is a boy with a wig on. You guys already know there are very attractive, very pretty transgender females in that community that could have competed with the best of those females on the show. But because the world is not ready for that, and the women on that show are not ready for that, women in general are not ready for that, you guys decided to mock them. You should not have even done it at all if you were not going to do it right. So that is just a no for me. Then you have the heavyset girl on here. You're calling her roly-poly snacks. You've given her that name. So basically now you're body shaming a fat person, heavyset person, whatever, and she's allowing you to do it. So then you got the older lady being called grandmama. Like, it's just ridiculous. I don't know where you can see it going. There's supposed to be an elimination coming up in part 2. I will not be watching it. If you want to watch it, pay the $4 or $3.99 to watch it on Zeus, because here on this platform, I only review and watch things that kind of make a little bit of sense, because this makes absolutely no sense, absolutely no substance. I will not be doing it here on the Sweet Pea Diaries. So you can like, share, subscribe down in the comments and let me know what you think. But we will not be doing it over here. And I only did it for a fan a subscriber, fan, whatever, that asked for it. So there it is. Love you guys. Bye. See you tomorrow. Baby.